Welcome back. In this lecture, you are going to learn how to use ChatGPT to make your everyday life easier and better. So by now, you've already learned a ton of things which you can already start implementing in your everyday life. But here we're going to look at some more practical examples where you can start planning things, where you can use it for decision making, and you already know how you can use it to learn pretty much any new hobby or any new skill that you're looking for. But let's say that I'm planning a trip, for example. Let's say that I am gonna write something really elaborate with a lot of context, looking like this. I'm planning on traveling through New Zealand. Not bad, huh? I will be traveling for 30 days exactly, and I'm starting at the north of the Northern Island and will be working my way down to the south of the South Island with a rental car. So again, the more context you give ChatGPT, the more precise and exact it can be within its answer. So for example, if I said that I would be using public transportation, that would give a very different result because you can't go everywhere with public transportation that you can with a car, for example. And then I write, create a travel itinerary for me with the best places to visit, containing all the must-do things. I'm happy to travel at a fast pace in order to have more experiences. So again, setting my preferences. Also recommend a highly rated hotel or motel I could be staying at each night for a budget of around $100 per night. I love to hike and will happily travel to non-tourist areas if they are worthwhile. Make sure that the last day of travel ends in Christchurch, as that is where my flight will be leaving from. So I can't think of any more context for my trip right now. I haven't put in what my exact budget is for the entire trip, but I'm gonna leave that open for now. I'm gonna send this away and let's see what we get. And if it stops suddenly, I'm just gonna go down and click on continue generating. So amazingly, here we have the entire travel itinerary. Every single day, where you should be going, what's recommended to be doing at that place, and where it is recommended to stay. This is unbelievable. This is so many hours of research just packed up from ChatGPT and given to you just like this. It's unbelievable. Scrolling down at the bottom, it even says, remember that New Zealand's weather can be unpredictable, so pack accordingly. Amazing. Now, I also want to add here that I have actually done this 30-day trip in New Zealand, and every single place of all of these that are recommended are places that I have actually visited because they are generally recommended as the most worthwhile places in New Zealand. That research to get all of this took ages. If I could just have asked ChatGPT for it, oh my, it would have saved me so much time and effort. So let's take a different example. Let's say that you are in a situation where you need to do some calculations and you're looking at different options because you don't know how to approach these savings. So we are combining calculations with decision making. Could be a scenario that looks something like this. Me and my partner are looking to save some money to buy a new car. Very common occurrence. Our current salaries in total per month is around $4,500. We are able to put away approximately $100 to $500 per month and currently have a savings account of $3,500. So chances are, just reading this, the numbers are starting to, go up in the air. We're starting to lose track, but that is absolutely fine. All we need to do is put in all of the data where we currently are to ChatGPT, and it will keep track for us. We need at least $20,000 for the new car we're looking at, and we'd like to buy it within the coming 2 to 3 years. We also expect to get around $6,500 for our current car once it gets sold. Please suggest a few savings plans for us that are efficient yet realistic. Again, one of these scenarios that's far from impossible to calculate. Just asking ChatGPT to do it is a huge time saver because not only can it instantly do the calculations for you, it can also give you different savings plans that you can choose from. Let's send this away and see what we get. And the results are in. So a quick glance of all of the data we're getting here is that first of all, we need to save an additional $10,000. And here are different scenarios. If we save $500 per month, it's gonna take 1.7 years or 20 months. If we save $400 per month, it's gonna take 25 months. If we're gonna save $300 per month, and it goes on and on. So we're getting different scenarios depending on how much we decide to put away per month. Again, this isn't something that is impossible to do. It's maths. The difference is these sort of things take time. And you're also prone to making mistakes. You can save a huge amount of time and also have a much higher accuracy by asking ChatGPT to do it for you. If it's one thing that it's very, very rarely gonna get wrong, it is mathematics. It is one of the most concrete pieces of science out there. It is the definition of fact. So when you are looking at your everyday life, look at what is consuming your time, where you need to sit down, you need to do planning, decision making, calculations, and see how could you use ChatGPT to assist you in this. In the upcoming section on the future of ChatGPT, we're also going to discuss where ChatGPT is right now and how it's helping people in everyday life, and how it's likely to develop to completely change our everyday lives. So that's going to be exciting too. But for now, think of your current everyday situation and consider how ChatGPT can make your life easier and better. Well done. See you in the next lecture.